Freedom, inclusion, diversity, creativity. Any doors I can kick down for others, I'm gonna kick them down, and I'm gonna pull as many people through as I can with me. And if I can't pull people in, I'm gonna push people forward. That's what we're trying to accomplish with Hope for Hip Hop. A lot of people want to hold on to everything, but what's the sense in holding on? There's no gift and value in that. There's value in giving back and passing this thing on. Montopolis Recreation Center is one of the places we practiced at, one of the places where Roger helped look out for us, make sure we're on the right track, using breaking as our outlet.
He started participating in our programs at South Austin Recreation Center, and our practice on Wednesday nights, it was the hottest thing in the city. He had his own style of how he went in and out of his moves, and it attracted a whole lot of attention. So he wasn't the kid that I thought was coming in so I could work with them. This kid had moves that I couldn't do. And so his power was something that was just a sight to see.
I first met Omar at the recreation centers, but it wasn't until B-Boy City at Montopolis Rec that I started noticing him. Roger and I, we pretty much come from the second generation of B-Boys. Omar's coming in like the third generation. He's coming in pretty aggressive, and I was like, yo, who's that kid doing them on air tracks? Like, to get those moves, you really had to practice and have discipline.
Personally, I feel I've done some of my best breaking here throughout my career. My first event was at this location, man. First B-Boy City I ever went to. And I recall times coming out of practice and you would hear gunshots down the street, and pressure creates diamonds, man. And we were hitting gems. We were out in the open, but we were still hitting gems. Breaking changed my life because it allowed me to see outside of the box I was living in. So now I'm 17 years old, I start traveling internationally. 18, I win the first ever Red Bull BC1 championship. So it allowed me to see the world. I spent a lot of time traveling alone. It allowed me to really have a lot of time for self-reflection and really find myself and develop myself into who I wanted to be over time.
The B-Boy 101 Championship of the World goes to Omar!
Red Bull BC1 2004 was the birth of an international network of events. And that really brought attention on an international level to breaking. And it started to solidify us as not only creatives and artists, but as actual athletes. I mean, it literally changed my life.
Whenever you go into your CC, you really want to emphasize that foot that's kicking out, right?
Breaking, just like life, is a continuum. It's not stagnant. It's ever changing, ever growing, ever evolving. Breaking instilled virtues, values, and morals that allows me to be a good father to my children. It allows me to humbly be a good servant in the work that I do outside of breaking. And it's given me the opportunity to give back and provide mentorship to the next generation.
Look, this is what you gotta do. Since you're facing this way, you gotta go more at this angle.
I think some of the obstacles that youth are facing are social isolation, virtual fatigue, way too much screen time. And so what we're doing is ensuring that they have that physical time where they're getting up and they're moving and they're being healthy. We thought about a lot what our approach was gonna be within starting Hope for Hip Hop and doing these classes. So we identified that breaking was the tool, hip hop is the outlet, the dance studio and the dance classes are the platform. But while we have their attention, we're gonna instill these morals and these values and these life skills. B-Boy Valencio is an upcoming B-Boy from Houston, Texas. And I just see a lot of potential in him. He's surrounded with some good mentors. He has a very strong support system at home. And more than anything, he has the skills and the tool sets to go very far.
B-Boy Omar, he's one of the GOATs. He's one of the OGs in breakdancing. And he's definitely someone who I've always looked up to. Not just because he's like the first Red Bull BC1 winner, but just because he's a dope and original breaker. My current focus is focusing on the Red Bull BC1 Houston Cypher coming up soon. And Omar is helping me to better myself, so I'm more prepared for that.
The Red Bull BC1 Cyphers are an opportunity for the next generation to really grow, blossom, and showcase their talents. It is a step up in competition for Valencio, but this is just another step in his career that he's gonna take, and he has a really good chance at winning. What's up, Andy?
What?
The elbow.
Right? It's amazing.
Elbow low.
Hope Outdoor Gallery and Hope for Hip Hop are program partners. Being able to continue to create a platform for the next generation of creatives was the simple goal. Hope for Hip Hop is going to be able to utilize the art park in all the best ways as their home base. Having the O and the stage in the O be the most dynamic arena for all of their programming and their competitions, that was like a no-brainer. Roger, Omar, and Romeo are three of the most incredible mentors I've ever witnessed. Between the three of them, they have just really changed the lives of so many people.
We've all had to pivot throughout our lives to be a part of this culture and to feed from this culture and to feed this culture. So now it's just a time in our life to reflect on where we've been, what we've done as individuals, and this trio moving forward, being Hope for Hip Hop, combining with the Hope Outdoor Gallery, is going to allow us to do bigger and better things.